feel like a tip shouldn't be like mandatory. If it takes me like 30 minutes to like sit down, get seated, and just like finish my food, 30 to 40 minutes. If my water is like just done within like 4 minutes and it just stays that way the whole time I'm just eating, that doesn't warrant a tip. If you just like come by like the table once and that's about a wrap, I don't think that warrants a tip. And like my biggest one that you just can't even like dodge, if you just jack up the order, that's like immediate violation. I don't think that warrants a tip either. I just feel like certain behavior, you know what I'm saying, just cannot get awarded.
Okay. I think I agree. Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. This your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
Well, it's your boy Los, aka C.A.P.
So y'all think tipping,
right? Y'all think tipping shouldn't be mandatory?
Tip drill should be mandatory, but tipping,
Well, you know, tipping ain't easy. So, you know.
So let's just let that be known.
It completely be known. But he has some points, you know. But my thing is, if my water in 4 minutes I get there and I'm just gonna let my water, I ain't gonna ask for no more water. I'm just gonna let it sit there.
Well, I'm definitely gonna just let it sit there.
I'll be thirsty.
You need to come fill up my water because that's gonna determine how much. Now I'm not in that Lawrence boat, that Rumble Williams boat, where I'm gonna say hey, look, check it out. You didn't give me that water, so no tip. I'm just getting up. But I'm in that boat of, I got a baseline.
Yeah.
I got a baseline of tip. I think it's probably 10% in most reasonable establishments. If I'm sitting somewhere and the bill is $45, you're getting $4.50, period.
My baseline is $5, man. We go from $5 up. I start at $5 and then I move up.
Well, the thing is, I never really give a 10% tip.
Depending on what you do.
I got you.
However your service is, that's what you get tipped. Now I start at $5. Now if I get $100 for food, I'm starting at $5.
Listen, you sound like you're a Yelper.
I'm starting at $5. Now you have good service, and I move up toward the 15%. I just don't believe nobody should get more than Jesus.
Well, there you go, man. I'm 15% is probably my regular baseline, 15 to 20%. Like if my bill is $60, I mean I pretty much know how I'm gonna tip. If it's $60, it's probably gonna be somewhere around an $8 tip. I feel like $8 to $10 is usually what I'm gonna come up off of on a $60 bill. But if that's the how you know if I'm dissatisfied with the service. Mm-hmm. If the bill is $47.23 and I give you $4.72 exactly 10%, you was poop.
Yeah, I just don't get more than what Jesus get for the most until you do a great job. I start under Jesus, you move to Jesus, and then we'll go from there.
You could be better than Jesus.
I'll tell you, I don't know if you ever been to like
Jerusalem?
let's say like a Hooters or like a Twin Peaks or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they seem to favor older white men a lot. Like a lot. So I'm in there.
Every strip club's like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. I don't really eat at the strip club too often. And it's like, you know, if I want to dance, I got a tip. But anyway, so I digress. So I had to. Me and Jay Mitch was at a Twin Peaks one time, and we sat at the bar, and the bartender was noticeably not showing us no love at all. If that happens, I'm not giving you $5. I'm not giving you anything. I'm giving you something disrespectful.
Did you eat?
We ate.
How much was the bill?
We ate over there. I don't know how much the bill was. It didn't matter how much the bill was. We gave her some loose change out of our pocket.
Oh, y'all disrespectful.
That's disrespectful as shit.
That's what you gonna get. I'm not paying for the service. I'm paying for the food. Like if my service sucks, I'm not paying. No way. If my service sucks, you're not getting much of a tip. I'll give you something. I'm always find something to give you, but it's not gonna be $5 on my credit card. Hell no. Forget it.
I've never worked. You guys obviously have never worked in service and served people at a restaurant like I have. I'm lying. I haven't either.
I was just about to say, boy, don't act like you didn't have no real job before you started teaching.
What I hear is like they have
Xavier University Student Union Cafeteria.
Smashed potatoes on people's plate.
We ain't got no string beans. All we got mashed taters and corn. Bow. No, but the thing is, I've heard that they get like $3 an hour, and all of their money is off of tips. So I mean, you got to take that into consideration. Well, if you know that,
no, you don't.
Well, if you know that, then you should do a better job than being
exactly. Yeah. That's your fault.
Exactly.
Number one, you took a job that only give you $3 an hour. I didn't.
Yeah, but them girls make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm guessing what they thinking is me and Jay Mitch in Twin Peaks in this situation. She thinking, oh, they got these two niggas and they might tip me 20%, but this white man is gonna tip me. This white man might give me the tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not.
I don't even think it's an old white man. I think that's a racial situation that's easy. Mm-hmm. But I think if it's an old man in general, they might look at it like this old man that show love.
Yeah, especially if he's looking at my titties and my ass.
I disagree.
A big Rick Fox sitting in there looking dude, man. Now they'll cater to him.
Okay, yeah. So now we're going to Rick Fox. We're going to Rick Fox. We're going from two random niggas to an older black man to Rick Fox.
They gonna tip Rick Fox.
Rick Fox is an older black man, but my point is, I mean, just somebody who look like Rick Fox, not really Rick Fox.
Harry Belafontaine in this bitch, you know.
Pretty Ricky, what they call it, Ricky Fontaine.
Little Richard walks in and
Stephen A. Smith in there. Yeah, they might.
Rick James come through.
No, y'all boys got points. Hey, as always, before we get it any further, man. Follow us on all forms of social media.
Like button, man.
Hit the like button. Tell a friend about it. Let us know.
Please comment.
YouTube, Google Play.
Blackbuster videos out.
That's the thing. Blackbuster video. We're gonna talk a lot about that later, but it's been a real movement going on.
Jumped the gun.
Nah, you good. Just giving y'all a little heads up. Care. The Best Friend Weekend Spring Collection Dad Hats, them Dad Daddies, it's dropping tomorrow. Or April 5th, Friday, April 5th. They're gonna be out here. So, and you can win a free one. Oh. Repost our post on your page with the caption, check out my favorite podcast at Best Friend Weekend. One winner will be selected next week on the 11th. We'll broadcast live who the winner is. You give us your information, we'll send you that free dad cap. So that's all. We're going to make a post tomorrow.
Okay, I got a question about that.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If I do it on each one of my social media sites?
Then you get to be, that's different little raffle tickets that you get.
So okay, I'm putting it on all mine.
And we're not gonna run a little Sam Gloss where what a Sam woman win every single time. Shout out Sam Gloss. This podcast brought to you by Sam Gloss.
I just want to say that me being an older black man, I have a calendar in my house and I'm looking at it right now, and Friday is actually April 6th. So,
I'm tripping. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know if it's coming out today or tomorrow. But, what you fill us in and the audience.
I mean, what I meant was Friday, April 5th, 2017 is what I actually meant. So they
came out last year.
They came out last year.
You slipping, Roger.
You didn't have one?
They came out last year. Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Okay, this Friday, probably today while you're listening to it, the spring collection dad hats are going to be out. But the posters is going to be a picture of the hats, and it's going to tell you what to do. To win your free one, you just got to repost with that caption. Check out my favorite podcast at Best Friend Weekend. You show us that love. Support us on all forms of social media. You can win a free dad hat. We want to have you in it. We want to have you out there supporting us. It's the Camo Daddies.
I want that.
With the red official Best Friend Weekend logo.
I'm posting on all mine. Even my LinkedIn.
You can't be. Not on your LinkedIn. Not on your LinkedIn.
I don't see why not.
I guess it is our business. Well, I guess it is our business at this point. No, leave him alone, man. Leave Rodney alone, man.
No, you gotta have Rodney on the podcast.
No, Rodney cannot be on the podcast. I was home last weekend. He might have seen me in them streets and jumped on me.
And beat
my ass. Beat my monkey ass.
Straight jail muscle.
Speaking of beating somebody, man, this wasn't even on the list of podcast things. Did y'all see the Conor McGregor thing?
Yeah. Conor
McGregor went throw like a dolly at a bus full of UFC people. Yeah. Broke the window, shattered it all over this dude. It came all over his face, and that boy had to the glass was all on him. And he couldn't participate in the fight. But Dana White was like, he going to jail. And I mean, that is the dumbest thing you could possibly... I was thinking about Floyd. They're inexplicably linked now.
Floyd
McGregor, right? I was thinking of Conor McGregor earlier today and just thinking about when I saw Dana White talking about he's fighting this year, saying that he don't really ever have to... He ain't fought in the UFC since 2016. I was like, he don't really have to fight no more. If his whole goal was to get that payday and check out...
What did he make for Floyd? Like 40?
He made millions.
Yeah.
Billions.
And he's good.
Dollars.
He was already balling with the little UFC money.
Yeah. So he don't have to fight again. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, he don't have to fight again. And then he did that stupid shit today. And it's like, or yesterday, or whenever he did it. Now he's going to have to come off that bag.
But why did he do it, though?
I could tell you this: if that's where we're going with it, if I'm hooping, I might hoop for 20 years because the shit is fun. But if I make enough money in, I don't know, 20 fights, fighting niggas, and then I get that one big one, I'm not fighting no more.
Nah.
I'm not
Like
fighting
Andre Ward ain't never seen money like Floyd McGregor. I'm gonna keep calling him that. Like Conor McGregor. But he got out the game because he was like, man, I got my 30, 40 fights. I'm good. I'm healthy. I won everyone.
I still
good.
can talk.
Before you start shaking,
pee by
you
myself.
don't want to have that Parkinson's, that Muhammad.
You don't have that Michael J. Fox.
And your wife had to wipe your ass and stuff. You know what I mean?
Your wife gonna have to wipe your ass one way or the
It's
other.
a bad feeling.
That's gonna have to happen. That's the point of getting married.
So you can get your ass wiped.
Well, I mean, you might have to wipe your wife ass.
Yeah.
It's whoever go first.
Oh man, you see how I'm out here living? I'm trying to go first.
Just so you ain't wipe no ass.
Only ass
Chances
I
are
wipe
I'm
my
gonna go
children,
first,
boy. Stop it, man.
That's a disclosure. That's actually a disclosure. I need to get that disclosure T-shirt. I'm gonna probably go first. If you with me, I'm gonna probably go first.
It's over with.
And you know what needs to be on the bottom of that
ass.
T-shirt? Best friend weekend.
So be prepared to wipe my ass.
That's not what we do on Best Friend Weekend. So speaking of relationships, we dealt with it. Fabolous. That's really not how you spell fabulous, but let's just go with it.
It's cool.
Fabolous, who I've told to anybody who will listen, is in my top 5 rappers currently. Fabo is always in my top 5 list. My top 5 list isn't as, it's always going to be some kind of variation of Drake, Fabolous, and 3 other people, and Andre 3000, and maybe 2 more that I'm rocking with. But that's always going to be in my list. But Fab had a bad week, man.
Yeah. I want to know, what did she do to make him spaz out like that?
I was informed not to address that, so I'm gonna let you guys speculate on that.
What?
Well, I was informed of the same thing. The only thing I got to say about it is like, all right, so you get into the situation and then something happens and then you hit your girlfriend. Do you take it easy on her when you hit her? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you just hit her just with a 50% punch?
That's not funny.
Anytime I've ever swung at somebody, it's never been with that 50% daddy.
It's been with the 100.
So she just had loose teeth. But I mean, I don't know exactly what happened. But I just know if somebody ever makes you mad enough to be punched, you probably would punch him with all your might, and that's a shit.
Okay,
I'm like Ray Rice.
I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm just gonna pause and just say this. We have been, we got a lot of different diverse listeners. And, obviously we said something about white women listeners. We might not have any. People actually spoke up and say we listen every week. Yes, this podcast, a lot of times when we talk about it, we talk about race. We talk about gender issues, race issues from the perspective of 3 successful in our own right young black men, right? Mm-hmm. Young, I guess, is relative. We feel young, so we're young. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We don't ever want it to come across like it's one-sided and chauvinistic in that way. These is just jokes, and you should know that by listening to our podcast. And many times, we don't advocate woman beating. No. But that's a very interesting thought.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about this yesterday. Me and Los was having this conversation yesterday. It came up that this principal at a school around here, they said he was at school, and he left school in the middle of the day, went to his wife's work, and she happened to work at the district school office and punched her in the face and went back to work. And our question was,
what did she do?
what could she possibly have done to make you want to leave your job to go put the paws on her at another job that's in your school district that could get you in trouble?
That's directly tied to your job.
Like, what would make you do that? So that's all. And I think that's a natural thought to have. So, Raj, I agree. The first thought I had was, what did Emily Bustamante do to get Fab to go hit her 50%? Is what she said.
I don't know how hard he hit her. I just,
I can't see myself hitting my girl. Yeah.
So what would you do?
Well,
I'm mad enough to hit her.
I'll push you.
What we was talking about yesterday, Los. Stop saying. So the old thing used to tell us when we was kids.
Yeah.
Shake the shit out of
Shake the shit out of it.
That's what they always said. Now I've heard from other women throughout life that that's not good either. Don't put your hands on her. Period.
Yeah.
But shake the shit out of.
Who wants to be shaken?
Yeah, nobody wants to be shaken.
You name it coffee, you don't want to be shaken.
Hey, if you give me a choice, shake me before you hit me, though.
No, but I mean, I think the shaking thing is you shake her if she's coming at you physically aggressively. and you have to defend yourself. You don't
You
punch
just
her.
let her
You
know.
grab her.
Wake up, man.
Shake her.
Relax.
Get strong on her.
Yeah.
Like, so we was talking about this yesterday. Dead Presidents. We was kicking around that movie and we was talking about Blackbuster Video. Boy, they got a scene in Dead Presidents where Lorenz Tate and old Pinky from Friday knock him down the stairs, put the gun in his mouth and tell him, look, your girl, she wasn't sucking dick like that before you went off to the service. Who taught her all that? Was like very disrespectful. He go back upstairs, sit down on the bed, his old lady wiping his face, and he like, you gonna give him that money back that he gave you? He was like, even if I wanted to give you back that money, he not gonna take it. What you mean, even if you didn't want to? So he got real fuss, and it's a big fuss happening. And then he go into like this old PTSD, post-war shit. And he in her face talking about some. He telling her like, so you fucking him? You fucking? And he responds with, yeah, I'm fucking.
No, she said, yeah, I fucked him.
Yeah, she did. She
just like that.
Yeah, she got real nasty with it.
That'll make you click though.
And that nigga went to walk away. She touched him. He grabbed 2 hands full of her neck. If y'all ever watched that scene,
it was aggressive.
That was aggressive acting.
Yeah.
Like, it made me feel uncomfortable watching the scene. He grabbed her around the neck with 2 hands and, like, he had no space between his fingers.
Nope.
And he choked her up a little bit and shook her, let her go. And then she tried to grab him again. He did it again the second time and slammed up agaest the wall. Yeah. And I was like, damn.
I mean, like that's like whenever we really looking at the realistic part of the situation is like if a nigga just show you like if a nigga choke me like that, a big NFL football player nigga, right? Choke me.
Odell.
Oh no, not Odell.
Odell choke you.
You don't get choked by Odell.
You don't get something.
No, I'm not trying to get bound and gagged by Odell.
Right.
So
you gonna pour head and shoulders.
Talk about another nigga, not Odell or Michael Sam. Talk about just a random NFL football player. Choke me up.
Pierre Thomas, go ahead.
No, but and not Pierre Thomas either, because y'all have a theory on him as well. Choke me up, and then I'm not going back to get him.
I'm
not
with you
immediately.
though.
Like I can see if I'm like sneaky about it and hit him with that iron, but I'm not gonna go back and be like, all right, what's ham? You know, like
you gonna put
just
yourself up with
me,
him?
huh?
That you could choke me up.
I always thought any domestic violence case I heard about, I always want to know what did she do. Like I always want to know what did Rihanna do to make Chris Brown that mad.
So there is a place for just crazy though, Lo.
Yeah, I know
some
that. I know
cats
that.
is just not right. Some dudes beat women.
I get that.
Okay.
That's why I want to know what they did so I can determine how crazy he is.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like if she just said, I'm finna go to sleep and he snapped and beat up like, nah, that nigga crazy.
I'm out with my friends.
And he go
upside her head.
Crazy. Her phone ring. It's her mama. I'm tired of you talking to your mama all the time.
Or even if the phone ring and it's a dude and he go upside her head. That's still crucial.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just too much.
Now,
but if she say, I'm
fucked them.
So this is the conversation I was having yesterday. It's like there has to be some provocation to domestic to violence like that. And if there isn't any provocation, he's crazy and he needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
I put it like this. Even if there was provocation, he's crazy and he should know better and he should walk away. He should definitely walk away. But it's levels. You know, I start to think about this story, and this story is from like 10, 15 years ago. When Magic Johnson probably first got AIDS and people thought that really, like, you know, he's dispelled the myth.
Yeah, the cooties.
Right? My thing was, I remember a story about this girl, like, had gave this boy that gangster, and then he shot her and killed her, like, on spot when he found out about it.
Well,
and it was like...
hands off of her.
You're stupid. But my thought was just, and I mean, my thought is that something happened to provoke him to feel like he was at a certain level. There was a provocation there, and he felt like he needed to do a certain thing. Yeah. Is it right? Probably not. What we know about AIDS now, they both probably still be living. I mean, if they got money, like, you know, they both be living. But the thing is, like, something happens to get you to that level of domestic violence. And you got to understand, when you do something to somebody, they're going to react. And you need to be prepared for whatever type of action that they do.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, I remember being in college
real, though.
and watching a girl. Go ahead.
What you say, Rod?
No, I'm just saying that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just... To me, the reality of it is in general, and you know, I know sometimes women have that notion of like anything you could do, I can do better. But I mean, let's be realistic. Like, men are typically stronger than women, you know. So like, if it comes to the point where you can become beat up by a nigga that's known to be beating hoes up like that, then you need to
beating young ladies up.
beating females up, then you need to walk away yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sometimes the dude needs to walk away, but sometimes the girl needs to walk away too.
Yeah, I remember being in college and at a basketball game and watching the girl and the dude face like, "What you gonna do? You know, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me!" Like for like 15 minutes, instead of just hitting him upside, pushing on him and stuff. He like, man, he kept saying, "Gone, gone, gone." Put his hands up, and she had messed around and kind of half slapped him, and he caught her with a quick 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, he asked you 15, 20 minutes ago to leave him alone. It's only so much a human can take. You know what I mean? Was he wrong? Yes. But was she wrong too? Yeah.
You got a daughter. Do you teach your daughter not to put her hands on no boys?
Yes. Yes, I do. Now, I teach her to defend herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No boy should be putting his hands on you in any type of way. You defend yourself.
But no matter what that boy tell her,
no,
she shouldn't be putting her hands on that boy.
Yeah, we're not just talking. Now he hit you, now we fight.
And then the next level should be, and I'm gonna wrap it back to this story a little bit. The next level should be if she tells him some wild shit. Like let's say your daughter, heaven forbid, I don't want to talk bad about your daughter.
No, you good.
But let's say your daughters tell a little boy, like let's say she's 17, 18, and she tell a little boy something foul. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you Petey Weedy small when you pulled it out, man, and sent me that picture in my phone. And you're a clown. And he's saying it in front of everybody. Mm-hmm. And that boy cocked back and lay it and punch your daughter.
Yeah.
We got every right to go beat his little ass.
Definitely.
Because words should not allow him
to hit my child.
To hit your child, right? So let's talk about this story a little bit because Fabolous, the dad pulled up. The dad and the brother were reportedly went to the house. So that's the TMZ video everybody's showing. Right, the dad and the brother pulled up to Fab's house to find some guns and get them out the house, and he was like, Fab was telling the dude, "I'll shoot you." Yeah. So the dad and the brother were cool, right? We on their side. They could pull up.
Supposed to. Yeah. I'm definitely pulling. But see, I pull up. I got one. I got two with me already because I feel like you already got one. If I'm going to get guns, I feel like you got it.
What if you pull up? We go back to the other story. What if you pull up and Fab say, "Your daughter gave me that gangster"?
Hey.
Then what do? Do you leave?
Wow.
Man. Are we still on the dad and them team?
We down the rabbit hole now.
Okay. So look, I'm on my daughter team regardless. Though.
Yeah, you got to be.
I'm on my child team. You don't got no business knocking her front 2 teeth out though.
Well, you know what that was all about.
You should have shook her.
You know what that was all about. He wanted their teeth to match because they like couple.
Oh yeah.
You know, Fab got the little jagged teeth, so
the lucky teeth.
But now she with the veneers, so she good. She got them Gucci Mane.
They said he got domestic violence and terroristic threat charges. Court documents show that Jackson became enraged while on a business trip in Los Angeles on March 7th when he found out via Instagram that Emily was in the same city. While on a flight back home, she told police that Fabolous texted her saying he wanted to hit her in the head with a baseball bat and that he would kill her. But he did not want to go out like that. According to the affidavit, he hit her 7 times, knocked out 2 teeth. And I don't know. If his shit's still jagged, that's what's up. They got 2 kids. They've been together since 2002. You got a little boy named Johan and a little boy named Jonas. Mm-hmm. His name is John. So I think that's cool that she allowed him to name them kids after him. That's always winning.
And she got a girl, too. She got an older daughter, I believe.
But that's not for him, though, right?
No, not for him.
So I didn't know she was on Love and Hip Hop. You watched that?
Yeah, she was on there with him at the time. They weren't together. They were struggling. Like he wasn't trying to be with her. She wanted
like Scrappy and the girl.
Yeah, but look, well, you know, Fab cooler than Scrappy.
Okay.
So Fab would do stuff like she hit him like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna show up," and to the little shoot and just look back like, "Nah, just don't show up, don't answer the phone." You know what I'm saying? So they was kind of on the outs until she had lost a little weight and got right, and I think Fab was like, "Okay, I'm tripping." And then like right when she got off the show, I believe they got back together. But Fab was
so get fine do that, huh?
Hmm?
She lost a little weight and then he start acting right.
He started acting different. When other dudes start paying attention to your old lady.
that's the show fire.
People don't want nothing nobody wants. They don't. People don't want shit. People don't want nothing. People throw stuff in the trash. You don't walk by and be like, "Ooh, I want that."
Mexicans do. Okay, so the
people though.
The views expressed by me do not express the views of this podcast.
But the big facts though.
Yeah, they say he was smashing one of the other little chicks on Love and Hip Hop while
of course Fab was smashing other chicks. Let's be real. This is fabulous, you know? Like
he been getting down like that though. Fab old too.
Yeah, he 40.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that old.
I don't know how is that really old.
Well, I'm saying he just started looking like okay. Oh, Fab, you old. But at first when I was 25, he looked old.
How old is Fab?
40.
Yeah, that's pushing it. still be in the
still
rap
rap.
game. You know what I'm saying? Like to say that you're still like rapping. Like I would have thought that he would have done transition to swing out by now. You know what I'm saying?
Line dances and
With
stuff.
Cupid.
Yeah, that's Cupid and
J. Paul.
You know, or Kelly.
No, I kill it wildin'. Fab too cool to be sweating.
I feel like all them boys is like that though, right?
Yeah.
All them New York old like Jadakiss and all them, they all probably 40 plus and rap.
They still look like and act
Joe
like
Budden.
hit the club every night, all that stuff.
Joe Budden gotta be 42, huh?
Yeah, easy.
They don't respect nobody neither. That's them niggas mad. Like there's some like disgruntled 40-year-old niggas too, man.
Yeah.
What else? Why else would you punch a woman in her face 7 times? Cause you got to be a disgruntled little dude. Cause he found out she was in the same city he was in and didn't tell him.
Punch in her face. That's crazy.
It's crazy as hell.
7 times.
She needs to turn find my friends off, man. You get to get that off your phone. How did he find out?
He probably
put
he put that little part on his Instagram that said people can know where he at, and he forgot she was on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And could see his little Bitmoji was in the same city.
Sitting right next to hers. Like, right now, I Bitmoji sitting right next to each other.
About 3-4 niggas he know sitting next to her Bitmoji at his crib.
Have you ever seen that meme? Have you
I'm
ever
finna
seen
beat
that
this
meme
bitch
before?
up.
It was like every white dad's nightmare, and it was this white chick, and it had the white emoji chick and 3 niggas all on that same little platter. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I've seen that one. God, I think it was even funnier the one that I saw when it had it was a bed, like the corner of a bed, and on the floor it was 4 pair of slides, like some Adidas slides, and 1 pair of some little chick shoes, and it was like, oh shit.
Ooh, hey, for a father with a daughter, that's the worst thing you can imagine.
No, I bought my little baby them shoes.
Yeah.
No, I know that comforter.
I know exactly
That's
what's
the reason
going on here.
why parents shouldn't have social media. Because your daughter may be getting trained. You don't want that. You don't want to even.
John Cena got a whole movie coming out about that, right? They're going to try to stop their daughter from smashing on prom night. I don't know how funny it's going to be, but it looked like he got a decent little premise. I don't know if y'all saw that commercial.
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen that one.
So, I mean, I guess John Cena's a serious actor. He's got real movies coming.
Definitely not serious.
Definitely.
I think he is, though.
WWE has their own like movie studios. Like so, in John Cena's
They made something recently that I was watching. I was like, WWE Studios made this? It was like a real movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like something we would know from back in the day. I just don't remember what it is right off the top of my head.
I'm like the New York rappers when it comes to wrestling. We don't have to get on wrestling because we already had that podcast. But I'm like that. I'm like
it's WrestleMania week. We could have talked about it.
But
it's WrestleMania week.
I don't I'm not gonna say I don't respect. I'm just mad that like wrestling isn't as like colorful as it used to be. You know, like Ric Flair and Macho Man being all crazy and Hulk Hogan. Like it's just regular dudes with regular names now.
You've said that before.
John Cena. I don't like that. So like when I hear about John Cena and something, it just turns me off because I don't. His name should be something else.
Let me tell you some movies that WWE movies have made. The Scorpion King.
What?
I know, right?
You remember that movie?
Yes.
That was a pretty good, well shot movie, though.
The Scorpion King. That's the first one off the top. Let me see. What's another one that I saw that I was like, I don't remember what it was. Oh man, I don't see it now.
I don't know if you heard, but they're about to. I don't know if y'all saw the 30 for 30 about
Oculus.
the XFL.
Oculus was the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, the XFL was cool.
The XFL is about to come back too, like in a couple of years, you know. But they're gonna do it the right way this time. And it would have. I don't know. Watch the 30 for 30. You would see that the XFL should have lasted.
It was pretty close to lasting too. It's just a couple of things. When the broadcast went out that time because nobody put gas in the generator.
Oh yeah, I saw that. they was big mad.
Yeah,
it was big.
They was running around trying to find out.
Because that was around the time that gas prices was increasing. So
it was high.
It was right around.
Dude was like, "Hey, I'm putting this in my pocket."
All right, look. So we all had a story. That was a story actually Roger brought up this week that he wanted to talk about, the Fabolous story. So the story that Los wanted to talk about,
the GOAT.
No, that's not yours. Don't take credit for my story. We talk about your story first. You brought up Michael Brown.
Oh yeah, he the GOAT too though. No.
Michael Brown from Lamar High School.
Yeah, shout out, young man got 20 full rides from probably the top 20 schools in the nation, bro. You know what I'm saying? As a young black man, coming from where he came from, I was extremely proud of him. I was kind of disappointed on the news coverage of it. I remember seeing somebody on Fox, I believe, was saying, "Oh, he's obnoxious for applying to 20 schools." They were saying people.
But just put the clip. Let's see. Play the clip.
Play the clip. There you go.
Applied to 20 colleges and got into every single one. Michael Brown is his name. You're talking Yale, Harvard, Princeton, literally all of them. But this has sort of brought on this, and he got full rides to all of them. Full ride. So he has his pick, right? The video went viral, all this stuff. So it has sparked the discussion, though, of how many schools you should apply to. And you think it's a little ridiculous that this kid applied to 20, taking away a spot and basically waitlisting another kid. Yeah, well, probably most people won't agree with me, but I actually think it's ridiculous to apply to 20 schools. I do. I'm urging my children not to. Yeah. I mean, he could have applied to 5. He would have gotten in all 5. It would have been equally as impressive. 10 would have been impressive. And you can Google as many articles as you want. Admissions officers will say on average you should apply to 4 to 8 schools, right? You think this is a little obnoxious? I think it's a little obnoxious because you can only go to one. Right. You can only take one full ride. And you are taking a spot from someone else who works really hard. But Holly, why not? The kid could get into. I mean, but if you don't take it, the full ride goes back into the pot, right? Well, yeah. The best thing about the story, which I stand on, is that 19 kids come off the wait list. Right. 19 other kids are going to get it. But 19 kids also had really sad days, and their parents talked them off the list, but they didn't get it.
Oh, they had really sad days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, sad days.
Oh my gosh, sad days. Like he took up the last spots of 20 schools. Relax, man. Like for real. Yeah. Relax, bro. I just don't understand why you can't be happy for that young man, man. That's crazy. Why you can't be happy? I don't see nothing wrong with that man being an overachiever like that. I commend that young man. Shout out, he got glasses too, and he real dark. Shout out one time.
He don't look.
From Lamar.
I mean, I honestly didn't watch the video because I'm not really a big fan. I watched it today, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not a big fan of like the clips, like when they show the clip of them getting excited to do something positive. I'm not a big fan of the positive. Like, I'm just not. And then did you watch the video? It was him and all white boys. So I just want to know where his black friends was at.
I mean, they was at basketball practice, at track practice.
But I don't watch the positive hype videos. I'm just not a big fan of it. I'm like, okay, great. He got accepted in some colleges. That's cool. I'm not being a hater, but I just don't. I don't. That's not what I click on.
He should have been on this panel,
right? I should have been with them. No, you see, but I wouldn't have been like he took people's scholarship. I would have batted that down. I would have been like, look, shut up. If like people gonna get into school regardless, he gonna turn that shit down, and then you're gonna be able to get to
one school. Relax.
Like it's not like he's Zion Williamson. Like signing his letter of intent, he could change his mind, and other kids could get in. It's not that big of a deal. But I got a question for y'all. When y'all was going through your college application process, how you figured out what school you wanted to go to? They said he applied to 20. I know for a fact I didn't apply to any.
I didn't either. I played football and basketball, so I let him come to me. And I went on my recruit.
No.
I didn't apply
Stop. Those two things are mutually exclusive. I'm not talking about how many schools came after you. I'm talking about how many schools you applied to. Because I had boxes full of Dartmouth and Ivy League schools.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The thing was, how many did you actually fill out that paperwork to? Just 2.
Miami and Texas Southern University.
Did your parents make you do those 2?
Yes. It was one to Southern. I did 3. One to Southern. Because my whole family went to Southern.
So the same thing with me. I got into Xavier. I went to a summer program there. They sent me a full ride before I started my senior year high school. So I was like, I don't need to apply nowhere. I'm going to Xavier. And my mom was like, no, you need to apply somewhere. So I applied to LSU and Tulane. And I got into LSU and Tulane as well. So it was just 3 schools, but my mama had to make me do that. 20 schools is a bit much.
That's a lot of time.
It's money.
And I'm about to say that's a lot of. Well,
you probably had scholarship,
but it's different. It's different. This you probably like when y'all niggas was looking for schools, y'all had to actually like write on paper, like and mail shit off and wait for a response. Like you probably just click like on your Google autofill now, and it just do everything for you. So this shit is so easy.
He probably didn't have to go. He probably didn't have to go nowhere for the interviews. He probably could have did what we doing right now, right? Mm-hmm. He could have had some kind of. Him in Harvard, Google Hangout with shorts on and a shirt jacket on up top.
Yeah, tie.
Exactly.
With some drawers on.
But still, 20, that's money.
That's a lot,
I did my application process online. I applied to one school. I applied to UL Lafayette. It was super easy, $25 application fee, bang. Got a letter in the mail a week later, hey, what's up? You could come through. So
pull up.
Yeah, and it was super easy. So like I could see if this dude was like, man, let me see. Who cares? You know what it seems like? I don't know if you ever saw that video that commercial. I think it's a Powerade commercial where this dude was like, "Man, if I was in NBA, I would be crossing or breaking everybody."
Yeah.
Right? Could you imagine I wish I could look at the news after. From what I don't even go this far. I remember whenever Michael Jordan got crossed by Allen Iverson, he was mad because he said that Allen Iverson carried. Like he was like, "Oh nah, he carried the ball." Well, just because somebody does something unorthodox doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Yeah,
you know, like this kid did this and it's unorthodox, and who cares that he filled out? He didn't. The fact that he took scholarships from other people, quote unquote, is the dumbest thing you can say in response to that.
It's just not true.
Definitely.
Well, let's just say if it is true that these kids are gonna get that letter saying, "Oh no, look, you're on the wait list now," and then later we'll see, and then so now the dude
exactly
chose
what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But dude chose his school, and now you're off the wait list. Like that's not even relevant to me. Like you shouldn't even say anything. Like
but the thing is, think about it like this. The same thing could be said for the 2 or 3 kids that me and Carlos stopped from getting into school, right?
Yeah.
Like the scholarship I took at LSU and the scholarship I took at Tulane.
Yeah.
That some kid was like, "Man, I really want to get into Tulane."
Yeah.
And what did they do? Did they go kill themselves? No, they didn't do that. They was going to DeVry, and then they got that little letter that said, "Nah, you can come on through the Tulane."
Mama, we gone.
I don't think your options are DeVry and Tulane, but let's just
sounded good.
they was going to Southern New Hampshire University online.
Suno.
So how many schools you think there are in America? Give me a realistic figure.
14.
Here you go. Name them.
14. You want me to name them?
I know
Xavier, Dillard, Southern, Grambling, TSU, PV, Morehouse, Spelman, Hampton, Howard, Tennessee State, Florida A&M, Alabama A&M. That's 13.
Jackson State.
No.
You did Jackson
Clark
State?
Atlanta.
Clark Atlanta. There you go. That's 14. It's 14.
And then whatever school the Waterboy went to. So,
in Hillman.
Spelman. Anything that ended in Mun. That
Big State University off of He Got Game. What Jesus Shuttleworth was going. Nah.
So they probably, I don't know how many schools they got, but let's just say dude figured out a way to apply to every school. So let's say there's a million schools in America, which I don't think there are, but let's just say there are. That man shot down.
But no, you gotta see what kind of money he got to be able to, because
he took a million people's college dream.
He took everybody in the world. Every college student, he took their dream.
You gotta stop this kid.
So let me ask y'all something, because I gotta always bring race into it just a little bit. I'm not even gonna talk about what those women said, because I feel like that's self-explanatory what they feel and why they feel that way. But what struck me about this story that people might not have thought about is his name's Michael Brown.
Oh yeah, I thought it was his son at first. Is that why they're covering this?
Well, the point about it is interesting. It's right here in Houston, but the point of it is when you juxtapose this Michael Brown and that Michael Brown, and it really don't matter what Michael Brown you are. If you Michael and you Brown, you still wrong. I like that shit. That shit flowed off my mouth right, and I didn't even write that one down. If you a black dude. Like, you could be the one that they want to paint as the villain, the criminal who was running up on the cop and you deserve to get killed as a young black man. Or if you're the one going to too many colleges. Oh, you're wrong because you're taking people's stuff. You can't do shit right.
That's crazy. I never looked at it like that. I like that perspective.
Well, I'm glad my name isn't Michael Brown.
I'd rather it be Michael Bennett, huh?
Yeah. Nah, then white folk don't like
Michael Green.
Michael Green. I've told you about Michael Green before. Michael Green will be on the podcast one day. Michael Green is actually my homeboy who's got 2 life sentences, but that's not his real name. But that's the name he uses on all of his fake documentation. But
to get jobs?
No, man. To be online and get money and he locked up forever.
Post pictures with his new J's. I don't understand that.
And a pit bull. Hey, they got pit bulls in jail now?
Man, I'm gonna have to tell y'all a story one day about my people, man. Like about this. Well, y'all know a little bit about the scenario of my relative who's married to an inmate. Mm-hmm. So he's like a big time advocate for prison reform and stuff. Okay. So it's like a lot of stuff going on. So she told me this week and this is crazy because I got a buzz on my phone today from that said Jordan Matthews got signed by the Patriots. She got a package from Jordan Matthews last week with a pair of Jordan 11s and 2 pair of Jordan 11s and 2 pair of like some Air Max. One for her and one for her dude in jail of both pairs of shoes because he had touched their life with some speech he made, whatever. She talked to Darryl Strawberry on the phone all the time. And she was like, "What's Smith name? Smith. He used to play for the Ravens." And I'm like, "You must be talking. I don't know who you talking about. Steve Smith. Steve Smith was calling her over Easter weekend while I was there just to talk about whatever prison reform stuff. So I it's an interesting life. I guess she got an interesting little situation going on.
Big deal in jail.
Yeah, he must be big deal in jail.
Michael Eric Dyson.
I mean, but I think that's all trickled down from like Colin. Starting that whole thing. Like, what can players do to
Speaking of Colin,
yeah.
Speaking of Colin,
that's on my list too. But we can hop right to that. We can hop. I know what you're about to say.
What
are you talking about? RG3?
RG3. Roger Green 3.
Roger Green 3. What y'all think about that, man? The white folks, they gonna want to set up them parallels and tell us why y'all not outraged because they're signing RG3. I don't know what you think about that.
Who signed RG3?
Oh, you didn't know?
The Ravens.
Who?
The Ravens.
Are we as Raj? Or do you think people will be as outraged about his signing as like Brandon Whedon?
No, I think black people are gonna make the most noise. They're gonna say, "Oh, well, y'all can sign RG3. Why y'all can't sign Colin Kaepernick?" Like that's what it's gonna. Or like, it's not gonna be the people against the situation.
You see, that's funny though. It's funny because the comments I saw were the exact opposite of that. They was like, "Oh, I bet y'all not going." And it was, obviously those type of people, like the blatant racists. But they were like, y'all not saying nothing about RG3. Oh, is it because he's black? And I'm like, no, we don't like this either.
We don't. We do not like RG3.
You don't like RG3? I like RG3.
I don't dislike RG3. I just like Colin Kaepernick is better than RG3.
Much better than RG3.
They got the same skill set and he's better.
Like light years. RG3 had one good year in the league.
We don't want to set up our offense around Kaepernick, but we'll set it up around RG3.
Yeah.
Well, let's be real about the situation here. No matter what, if Colin Kaepernick does get signed, which I don't think is going to happen, or if RG3, the team that he's on now, both of them are going to be backups, no matter what. Nobody's going to sign either one of those guys to be their starter.
Anytime you're a backup, you're one play away, though, Roger. It's only a few quarterbacks in the league who played the entire year. Only a few. A handful of them who played the entire year. You're going to get some burn. Go sit behind Sam Bradford. You're playing.
You definitely gonna play.
You playing 8 games.
You playing week 1. Sam Bradford threw for his career high week 1 against the Saints and never played again. Never played again.
You're playing. You're playing. Only people who don't sit out is
Eli Manning, unless they make him.
Yeah, they were down.
Tom Terrific.
Tom, Drew. And for the Steelers,
Big Ben.
Unless he hurt. But most times
he got a pending rape charge.
Yeah, but no, he played through those. He white. He can play through those.
He can play through those because he white.
You can grab by the pussy when you white.
Stop it. Good. No, you cannot. I don't like it.
When you white, you can.
I don't like
you know what? But if for the Ravens don't sit out either.
Flacco?
Flacco don't miss a lot of games either.
It's that pretty Flacco. What that mean, Raj? You listen to A$AP Rocky. Why?
I don't ever really look into the lyrics. I usually sing what I think they say, and it's usually not right.
I wanted to do a whole podcast on this, like a whole part, because one of my partners in our text group, like I didn't hit you guys up with it because I wasn't sure like how to put the whole thing together. But I'm in a text group with these dudes, and he basically was talking about a lyric that he thought was a real lyric. And for the longest, he thought it was one thing, but it ended up not being the lyric. And it was Space Age Pimpin'. And he circles, "I'll be obliged if you step outside because my ride is waiting on Dayton's." I don't think he say that. But anyway, he always
I don't know this song at all. What song is that?
You really don't know that song? New day, new day. Every once in a while, this is how we play the game. Space Age Pimpin', man.
Okay, cool.
Space Age Pimpin'.
Anyway, but he basically said, always thought he said, "I'll be your ride if I step outside," as opposed to "I'll be obliged if you step outside." And I was like, we should do a whole podcast on lyrics, not a whole podcast, but a section on lyrics that we thought was one thing, but ended up being something completely different. But that would have took a little bit more prep. But I think that we could do that one day.
It's gonna take a couple weeks to get together right there.
Because it's like you gotta almost organically be singing it and then go look it up. It's like you can't. If you ask me to just think about it, I'm not gonna remember the ones that I messed up on.
Not off the top of the head like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take a lot of. I mean, you'd have to listen to entire albums to try to figure
Yeah.
that out. You know,
You have
and
to
then,
listen
of course,
to-
there's people that's notorious for not being able to understand what they're saying.
Absolutely.
So-
I mean, you know, I was thinking about the Good Time lyrics when they was like, hanging in the Thailand. And nobody knew what they said.
Good I knew.
My aunt used to say that Prince said dry curiosis when it was like animals make curious poses or something like that.
What?
Like,
Dry curiosis. It sounds like something in your
no,
head.
that is a
Like you got
please. This
dandruff or
podcast is
something
brought
like
to
that.
you by your relative friend Linnell Jones. She says that all the time. Dry curiosis. That's funny. Man, look, we not pushing up on it, but I don't want us to push up on it before we get to the GOAT. The GOAT.
Go.
The GOAT. In case you haven't noticed, students at Howard University have been protesting and occupying the administration building. The student group HU Resist is spearheading the protest, and they came up with a list of 9 demands that might resonate on campuses across the country, such as affordable housing, an end to unsubstantiated tuition hikes, and greater focus on student safety, including mental health issues and preventing sexual assault. Big shit, right? So, all of this is in the wake of there being a scandal about misappropriation of funds. Howard President Wayne Frederick released a statement admitting that he was alerted in December of 2016 about the department's misappropriation of funds. He wrote that 6 people were fired for it last September 2017. But then it hit the fan. A blog post on Medium, it's his now deleted blog post, called out Brian Johnson, an associate director for the department, and a student named Tyrone Hankerson Jr. as the 2 biggest beneficiaries of the finesse. Hankerson allegedly pocketed more than $429,000 by awarding himself absurd amounts of money for existing scholarships and grants.
A blog post on the site Medium accused you of embezzling $429,000 in aid money when you were an undergraduate student. Did you embezzle that money?
No, I have never embezzled any money, nor have I embezzled any money from Howard University particularly.
And have you received any money at all from the school?
Yes, I have received funding for my education at Howard University, but the accusations that were alleged in the article are absolutely false and not true.
And go.
No. Who is in charge that you don't catch just one person getting almost $500,000 worth of money? Like, who was in charge? Like, that's why certain black institutions are seriously flawed or in debt right now and need saving because of stuff like this. I know when I was in school, people have been hitting financial aid licks forever. Like, all you do is register, get the check, bounce. Every semester. Like, I know a dude who was in school like 7 years and did that. Till they were like, hold on. You can't, if you ain't go to class, we not getting your money. Right? So, who's in charge and who's looking over there? It has to come from the top, bro. You can't finesse that good.
People eat off of financial aid.
Yes.
Boys act like it's income tax return around financial aid.
What?
But $429,000
tax-free dollars, boy.
So look, I'll put it to you like this: you ever saw the movie Office Space? Have you ever seen it? Okay, so if I just chip away, chip away for 5 years or 4 years, however long he had.
It's like a fraction of a penny.
Yeah, you just chip away, and eventually you end up with $429,000, a brand new DSLR Canon.
Not 5 years. Not
why not though? But why not?
You can't chip away $400,000 in 5 years.
Why?
Because he's not a tech major. He's a lawman. He's not the one doing this.
Well, I'm not saying that it had to be anything techie. I'm just saying if I'm just shaving it off the top and the threshold for me to, I'm saying that the threshold for me to make a ticket, like the threshold for me to report something as being stolen is $1,000 in a week or something like that. I don't know what it is, and I take 800 every week. I can end up with $420,000 pretty quick.
Okay.
If you're supposed to give somebody a check for $4,271.43, and instead you give them a check for 21 cents, so you take 22 cents off him, and you do that to everybody who comes in, that adds up.
That sounds better.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if it's that much of a finesse, but the way they made it look like he was just signing over checks to himself. Like, he was like, oh, we got this grant, we got this grant, we got this one, and students are eligible for them, and he was
He
just
hitting
signing
students up and saving some for himself.
and just giving it to himself. Like I'm the one, I'm the recipient.
Boop.
And that's what it sounded like. It sounded like he probably just had a little bit too much responsibility.
Yeah,
They gave him too much what do you call it?
Sauce?
Credentials. Too much sauce.
Yeah,
Way
like,
too much sauce.
I remember going to TSU and getting my football check, and it was short. I'm like, Coach, what's this? He's like, no, you got more money. And walking up to somebody in the bursar's office, questioning about how much money I'm supposed to have in my account. And this dude was like a sophomore. Like, we about the same age.
they got too much power.
Yeah, and he is pointing and clicking on my money right now. You know what I mean? And he gonna tell me I gotta go. No, I'm supposed to be talking to you. Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
reason why I'm calling this podcast Call Tyrone is because him taking $429,000 does not make him the GOAT. I need y'all to go find the pictures.
What
man.
he did with the phone. Yeah.
Y'all need to go look at his accounts and the pictures that he has deleted. That boy jumping in the air
Hey,
with his feet pointed towards the ground.
in red bottoms, mind you though. We told some expensive shoes he was in. He wasn't in no Forever 21.
The boy had on the mink daddy.
The red
Yeah.
bottoms. Yeah, no, that mink daddy is serious. Like you can't
killing
find that
him.
on
Look at that boy.
AliExpress.
That boy had a mink daddy. He in the grocery store with some, I don't know what them is on his feet, but the cardigan with a full bag of look like he had the healthy grocery store. He had Whole Foods.
Yeah, anytime you got a full bag of Whole Food, that's $400.
Lapping on the Hamptons, laying up on a hammock somewhere. Boy, sitting look like he in Cuba somewhere.
Yeah.
Cooling. And then this
With
the
the
one.
rump on.
This the one where he had the Gucci bag.
Yeah.
He's literally has the bag.
Yeah.
And he's walking with the bag.
But they caught him in stride though. Look, his foot off the ground. You can't pose that way.
He got the Louboutins on. And
No, but that's the thing that y'all missing. Like this dude bought a camera as well. Like those pictures are high quality.
Yeah, he bought a cameraman. That's what he did.
He bought a photographer.
Yeah, he bought a cameraman.
That's
That's
not the dude was traveling as well.
Yeah.
You know, like forget the gear. Like maybe you can, save up your ducks and buy you some gear, maybe.
Not a fur
But you
coat.
can't travel like the way he was traveling.
Without doing something unscrupulous.
Without quote unquote balling on a budget.
That ain't balling on a budget. He's not budgeted, homie.
Nah, you don't have to.
Cutting $429,000. Let's just say it's 5 years, like you said. But let's just conservatively say that's 6 years. So that's $70,000 a year. That's like a regular person. That's like a regular person making a nice living. $70,000 a year, tax free.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
When you working
And you don't have nothing to do. You're in
Yeah.
college.
yeah.
Damn.
Stay on campus.
He in law school too, though. Like so.
He's
Nah, he
smart.
about to
He
graduate.
dummy.
Yeah, he about to graduate law school. So I'm thinking he need to defend himself.
I'm
No,
thinking
he about
he's
to graduate
straight.
now.
I'm
You know,
thinking
he
he did it like this dude. This is the reason why he's the GOAT to me, because he's about to become a lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
I'm straight. No,
They
we
need
have
to
no problem
disbar
with
his
those.
ass. If he did it,
Yeah,
they need
it's
to,
over.
Man, they need to come for him, man. I mean, I'm all for the come up, but
Hey.
you can't be taking everybody else's money when other
Say,
people.
bro.
Now you talking about your boy was taking people's
Yeah.
college opportunities. He taking people's scholarship money that people
Yeah,
could have.
no.
Like I could have legit stayed in school, but now I'm not in school no more because I couldn't pay because you over there with the Louboutins. Nah,
Yeah.
man.
Okay,
That boy
so
will be
definitely,
substitute
I
next year.
hope that our listeners don't think that we're advocating thievery and burglarism or whatever the name was
But
doing.
if you do
anything that has
steal.
to do with taking things that aren't yours, because
You do
he's
still
the
should
GOAT.
look like this.
He's the GOAT by way of joke.
By way of joke,
He should be in jail next to all of these other cats that we talked about.
But he has the Le Mans of college thievery.
That boy's the Michael Jordan of financial aid, bro.
He did it bigger than anybody ever wanted to do it,
Anybody,
man. So
Definitely.
look,
And he
shout
balled
to that
out
man.
with it though, the right way. He
No,
ain't gonna buy a whole
he
bunch of
living
weed.
like I would be living if
Yeah,
I
he
was.
ain't bought a whole bunch of weed in the car. That boy he go out the country.
He paid for experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah,
want
no,
you
he
to say
definitely.
that
I mean, if you're gonna do it like that, he's definitely doing it the right way,
Yeah.
like, or the wrong way, but whatever. You know what I mean?
He doing it some kind of way.
He's
He doing it a way. A couple of things I wanted to touch on before we roll up out of here. So I did actually get my copy of the world-renowned book, Things That Make White People Uncomfortable by Michael Bennett, forwarded by Martellus Bennett. I just want to run through the chapter names for you guys, just so you guys can, because Roger was asking, Raj said that potentially the chapters could have been called Me and Yeah, I'll Make 'Em Mad.
And that has to be a chapter name.
No, the first chapter is called Roots. Then the NCAA will give you PTSD. Then NFL Reality. Soap Opera for Men. Brotherhood. Then Without Food, Your Ass Gonna Die. I think I want to read that chapter.
I just want to read that chapter.
The next one called Nigga.
Oh.
With the ER. So you probably got something. Then Time Out, A Moment of Silence. Then Black Lives Matter. Intersectionality Also Matters. Our Daughters and the Power of Women. Athletes for Impact. You Have to Forgive to Grow. And then the last one, the afterward, is Get Comfortable With Us, man. So you don't want us to be uncomfortable.
I'm going to cop that.
I'm stuck on intersectionality.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Intersectionality.
Yeah.
Are you saying like I'm not gonna get no hoes because I'm not intersectionality? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, is that a mentality?
Hey, so I'm saying when we go to Best Friend Weekend, I'm gonna be intersectionality, cut.
Yeah, right.
Everywhere we
My
go,
mentality is intersectionality.
Not gonna get nothing.
Hey,
but I'm trying to see how it's spelled. Is that how it's spelled? Like intersectionality? Like niggas got bread, so they feel like they gotta have a section mentality.
I hate him.
No, I'm serious.
Intersectionality.
Yeah, dummy, man.
Intersection of races, of cultures. Intersectionality as a thing that matters just as much as Black Lives. Well, maybe not just as much, but it matters. But yeah, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to read the NCAA will take your bread and give you PTSD. Without food, your ass gonna die. And now I want to read intersectionality also matters because maybe he is talking about being an NFL player in them sections.
And yeah, I gotta buy a section for all my friends, of course, because they all have. They're all blessed with intersectionality, you know.
They all their personality is for intersection. I really feel like we need to have a shirt that says intersection. I'm intersection. When we go out.
Intersection?
Yeah. Best Friend Weekend. I'm intersection.
Hashtag intersectionality.
Oh man. So look, we pushing up on it. And this is the last thing that the last big thing, the big we've been talking about this for months on end. We've been going back and forth with the Best Friend Weekend, the all-time black movie bracket. And we are done. We are ready to announce a winner. In the final matchup of the 64 movie black movie bracket, the winner for the black movie of all time, as voted by the fans, is coming to America.
Hey,
She's your queen to be.
I would love to go to Queens. No, you say you surely find your queen in Queens.
Yes, in the face. In the face.
I'm so happy to be here. Hey, let them have our princely crumbs.
You got to be giving up the booty.
Your royal penis is clean, your highness.
Freeze you disease rhinoceros-pism.
Yes, it's my birthday. Bark like a dog. Earth. A big dog. Woof. Woof.
I used to rent the place to a blind guy. It's a real shithole.
Yeah.
Has one window, looks at a brick wall. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Judge not sitting in the chair right now. I said, hey.
But it beat Roger Marciano.
That's they one.
Every time I bring up why they got to bring up Roger Marciano?
That's they one.
Okay, yes.
I want to say, actually bringing that up, I never, ever, I'm going to not say ever, but it was very recently that I saw that white dude was Eddie Murphy. I did not know that was
Wow.
For a while.
You don't watch that movie enough, bro.
I think that was the best. What was the best Eddie Murphy scene? Was that he wasn't Eddie Murphy in that movie? I know what for me the best Arsenio scene was when he was that woman talking about I want to tear you apart and your friend too.
I was like, wow.
That was like,
what is that, velvet?
What is that, velvet?
That was a good one. And then To do on stage.
Yeah. I believe the children are the future. Thank you very much. Teach them well and let them you do it. Show them how to be the That song cannot be sung.
No one like.
Yeah, I guess it's worth it. Blackbuster Video, like we did this for a reason. Blackbuster Video will have to do an episode on Coming to America. Oh, no, it might have to be the next one.
That should be the next. I can quote Coming to America all day long.
It might take 10,000 hours though.
It should. It's gonna be a 2-hour podcast. If I'm on there, it's gonna take 2 hours.
So y'all, okay? So you said he's the best. Well, Eddie Murphy had some good scenes on there. He was a lot of good people. He was, I mean,
you know, the church down here where I'm going. That was beautiful, man. That's where I'm going.
He put a chicken bone in the thing, man. It's big facts, big difference.
Facts. That shit was funny. That's my favorite movie all time.
But shit, let's the last thing with the black. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Before I even get to that, just throwing it out there. Blackbuster Video is out now.
Go check it out.
Don't expect a weekly drop. Just expect it whenever we feel like doing it. We're gonna do movies. So The Last Dragon was the first one that came out. You never know who's gonna be the voice talking about it, but we're gonna stick to a certain script.
Yeah.
We're gonna answer the same kind of questions, and we're gonna have some nostalgia about old black movies that we really like.
Shit was cool.
If you, and Raj said this before, if you want to be on Blackbuster Video, get yourself a mic. Holla at us.
Send me the movie.
We willing to talk about people. We willing to talk with different voices about different movies. So there you go. But
hey, you gotta be with the shits though. I'm in with no professional stuff.
Cue that music for Nothing Nice to say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Man, so I've been circling the story for a couple of weeks, and I really didn't have an opinion on this shit. Maybe I still don't have one. But I think it's worth talking about a little bit. My Saints, my beloved New Orleans Saints, have been embroiled in some controversy this offseason. A Saints cheerleader, Bailey Davis, was fired under some shady pretenses. According to the New York Times, the Saints accused Davis of breaking a long-standing rule that cheerleaders cannot pose in lingerie, as well as, she was allegedly partying with some of the Saints football players. In response, she filed a complaint with the Equal Opportunity Commission, accusing the Saints of having double standards for its female and male employees. Nah, I know. Y'all know me. So y'all know I got strong opinions on race and gender issues, and this one's no different. I honestly and 100% believe that Bailey has a point here. The cheerleader is right on this one. You hear me, Tammy? Well, I think the rules should differ for part-time stipend employees like cheerleaders and for full-time salary billionaires like the athletes. I don't feel like all the rules should be different. Particularly if the cheerleader wants to date a player, I think they should both be treated as adults and allowed to do it, or both be punished equally if they're not. And if the rule is for cheerleaders can't pose in sexy outfits on their IGs, then players can't be posing with their shirts off and thirst trapping in pics. That might help us out in these streets.
Please.
All that to say, both of these dumb rules are dumb rules. And she shouldn't have been punished for either one. But my issue is the narrative in the headlines. I saw a headline that says, "I was fired for a sexy Instagram photo." Let me get one thing crystal clear. Look at that picture. Search Bailey Davis or go to her IG. It's at JACALYN Bailey. I think that's like Jacqueline Bailey. And tell me if y'all think that lingerie pic is sexy. I think not. I don't think she's hot at all. I wonder what players was around there fraternizing with the pom-pom girls. I'm sure we will never know because Bailey's not hot. But Bailey now has her 15 minutes of fame and is actually pushing a movement called Level the Playing Field. And for that, I commend her. I just got one question. If you wanted to pose half naked, why didn't you just try out for the lingerie football league? I'm sure they'd love to have you come across that middle and Big Bertha blow your ass up and level your ass on that playing field. But I'm just going to stop right there. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about companies with different workplace rules for women and men. It's just wrong. So I won't say nothing at all, unless it's my job, and I benefit from the patriarchy. I'm just bullshit. But nah, go ahead with it, man.
What's her thing?
It's Jacqueline Bailey.
Nah, she's really like not hot at all. Like let's just say this. No, look. No, let me be real with you. Like I've met some girls that's like not that hot, but on Instagram, bad AF. That picture's not even a great picture. Like, they probably fired her because they figured out that she's not that fine.
They was like, she poo. You can't be on here.
You can't have poo cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have a whole batch of poo cheerleaders. You can have one poo one that just dance better than everybody else.
But I feel like...
But you can't have poo
This lady eating the pizza right here?
I don't know. It's probably her. If you spelled it right. The thing is, I feel like a lot of the cheerleaders on pro teams aren't bad.
You can't see them. You know they don't do no close-up like that.
They're not fine, so they just need
But what I'm trying to tell you is like sometimes like just the allure of them being a cheerleader, and like you get them with the action pics, and then of course they have opportunities to do photo shoots and whatnot, like this girl had, and they look good because they all doctored up. And stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest with you, like
this
even that picture, the picture that she got in trouble for.
And you still
that lingerie bathing suit thing looked like it was 2 sizes too big.
It was trashy looking.
She has
her chest, no chest. It was bad off. It was bad off.
She didn't get in trouble for that stupid shit.
She got in trouble for that picture.
No, she didn't. They been wanting to fire. They just looking for a reason.
I think they said her mama was like the director of the team or something.
That mean they wanted to fire her looking for a reason.
Her mom is Gail Benson.
I said the director of the dance team, not the team.
From her nose up. She might be black.
Hey, I want to say this.
From her nose up, she might be black.
Like from the bottom of her nose up, and then from there down.
Who was smashing her? Rog, who was smashing her?
Kamara seemed like a nigga that'll get.
Nah,
not like the nigga behind
Lattimore.
What that nigga name? No, not Lattimore. Lattimore is nice. Like he ain't about to. Lattimore is nice.
I mean, that's a cheerleader. She accessible. She there when you walking through the stadium after practice in the ice tub, you know?
Trey Edmonds, that's who was smashing. Trey Edmonds was smashing.
Oh, no. Who was the one who used to get burnt all the time? That quarterback who was terrible. Number 20. Come on, man. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, she wouldn't give him none.
No, so it's got to be either a superstar or
you talking about Devontae Harris.
That's what I was talking about. But
it could have been Devontae Harris. It could have been Devontae Harris. That's a good
He getting burnt because he out there in them streets at Metro every night.
Or maybe she catfished Manti Te'o.
That's who it was.
Could have been Manti Te'o. That man probably
lady. He married already.
That man probably already. She don't even know it.
He married her. He got the ring and everything.
And she don't even know.
He was waiting for her to get out the Saint. That's why they fired him.
I want to say this. I never heard nobody say nothing like this, and maybe y'all put 2 and 2 together. But I want to say this. I want to give a shout out to Gail Benson for finessing the family, because the richest person in Louisiana 2 or 3 weeks ago was Tom Benson, right?
Yeah.
Who Tom Benson gave all his money to and all his assets to?
Drew Brees?
No, he gave all his assets to his wife, to Gail Benson.
Yeah. I've heard.
So who's the richest person in Louisiana now?
It's Gail Benson.
Gail Benson.
I definitely saw the same thing you talking about, where you click on all of the states.
Yeah.
And like people from Walmart family is like 6, 7 states.
Yeah.
Oh no, they nice.
Walmart, boy.
No, it's
they're
like
nice.
Jenny Walton, Roger Walton, Peter Walton,
Al Walton, Carlos Walton,
Carlos Walton,
Mile High Walton,
Flexing.
C.A.P.
wish I would walk somewhere.
Rumble Walton,
Rumble Walton.
Yeah. I'm like, buddy, I'm like, I have people carry me everywhere.
All right, bro.
All right, man, we out of here, man.